Right, you, have you calmed down yet? Ridiculous behaviour.
Fuck off, will you?
No, I won't. It's you that...
Look, Deirdre, I'm within my rights. Imagine being given hope and then immediately shat on like that.
Why imagine when that's me life? I deal with it, so should you.
Well, I'm not doing, I'm afraid.
Here, how do you deal with having a permanent temp hole in your pants, Kev?
You know how I deal with it, Curly.
Yeah, I'm not going to that extreme. Look, it's just Raquel. She's, well, she's teasing me.
Oh, give it a rest, you sad fucker. Here, get in, I'll put the exhaust through.
Look, Kev, I'm serious. The loops are making it impossible to get with her.
Take what chance you can. I'm living day to day now. It's about time you did it all. It's my resolution.
Yeah, maybe you're right, mate.
Oh, dear, sorry.
Of all the places I could be today, I've got to be stood next to you and your rotten blowing off.
And I you and your rotten face.
Derek should be here now to take me for lunch, this shit.
Well, I'll leave you with that.
Oh, dear God.
Shift, will you?
I was running a bit late meeting you, Mavis.
Yes, I know.
Very sorry.
Well, you left me with Ken. I don't forgive you at all.
I was actually reading a book at the library about alien abduction, and apparently they go right up your ass with a laser for research purposes. Incredible. Even in outer space are all randy as apes.
Why do I need to listen to this nasty talk every waking moment?
Oh, shut up. I'm trying to keep you in high spirits, woman. Can't you see that? Now, if you just hold on, I need a large defecation and to make a phone call.
A phone call?
Yes. There's a society of extraterrestrial investigators I'm interested in joining.
People already think you're a soft-ass fucking nerd without you involving yourself with all that.
Well, they didn't think much of you either, Mavis. Let's call it like it is.
I regularly get my ass pinched in the cabin, so you
That's
can...
enough from you, woman. I'm doing this, and you can accept it.
So you turn me into the Channel Tunnel for weeks on end, and then suddenly discard me for fucking E.T.?
I've not had so much as a conversation with Gail.
Well, I'm going to have some time to myself whilst you dick about with anoraks. We're ever so glad to have you back, Steve. I were worried.
Yeah, well, don't bother, Mum.
Oh, it's been ages since we were a unit.
I'm not sentimental.
Is this place still the shithole it was?
Why would I bother decorating?
Good old shagpad, son.
This is bloody revolting. It's like the fucking young ones' residence.
You could have saved some of this booze for me.
Jim!
Plenty more where that came from, Dad.
I see that there is. Prices in the Rovers are going up and down like your mother.
Oh,
Hey.
you're not going to be here every day, are you?
No, but we are hoping that Andy comes back soon.
I thought as much.
We can start being a family again, can't we?
Well, the domestics were never on us too, Mum.
So, I'm going to spend some time in the bookies and start again, I reckon.
Could be here a while.
Yeah, stay away from Fiona this time, will you?
Don't you bet on it, Stephen. Round 2 is on.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I'm living this properly. Drugs and carrying on. Liz'll say, no, Jim, you're an example, you're an ex-military. Well, if she can put it about, I sure as bollocks can, you hear me? Fuck this stupid Yorkshire
Here,
bit.
Jim, Alf Roberts is back. Old shop prices. Do you want anything?
I'll drag myself down there after I've had a tug.
Is that all you're doing with your new youth?
Yeah, so?
You mucky little fucker, honestly. I bet you've been on to Jack Duckworth for magazines, haven't you? Oh, here he is.
Alright, Mum.
The fuck?
I woke up in the cupboard. Somebody want to fill me in on what's going on?
So I hear you've got Norris back. I bet you've missed him, hmm?
Oh, just shut the fuck up.
I've never liked you, you know.
It's about time you popped off for good.
You're so jealous of me, aren't you? Jealous of you?
I'm perfectly happy as I am, and I don't need to chat with a 6 out of 10 hairdresser.
At least I've had a shag during all this, unlike you sad old bint. Bill Webster.
Welcome to him, love.
I must say, it's time you stopped being so soft. Well, what's it to do with you, then? Christmas isn't for everyone, and if you've had a shit one, so bloody what? I can assure you, Percy, you've no real idea of just how dreadful it was. You shit yourself. Obviously, same as every bloody day. I was visited by ghosts who told me I'm to blame for everyone's misery. Well, there's bugger all you can do about it now, so stop making things fucking worse. Well, thanks for that, Percy. Ever the guru, aren't you? It's all fucked up, this, you know.
Tell me about it.
Apparently, there's 2 shops now. Oh, think yourself luckier in the cheaper one.
Honestly, I've bigger problems than 2 bob off a bag of sugar, Alf, really.
And I've got Audrey at home on at me. She wants me tongue up her nightly. I've not time to be bobbing in and out of her old cave.
Reminds me, is me Caniston in there?
It is, yes.
Thank God.
Honestly, greengrocering was the best time of my life. I like to earn me rest, I do. I don't want more work to do when I get home. 4:66 sharpish. And it's very unsettling knowing I've a future ghost in here. That Dev lad, you know. Mind you, I bet he feels the same.
Do I be cheeky and get brandy?
Not cheeky about that. And that's another thing. She's always offered bloody tits, be it wacky backy or fucking asty. 34 change, love. Honestly, it's all very strange. And it's all her grandson and all.
At least Audrey isn't alien watching like my prat of a spouse.
I wish some cunt had abducted her. Ask Derek how I can go about it.
He's only studying them, he's not trying to be one.
I suppose it gives you a chance to shut your legs for a bit.
It's none of anyone's sodding business what goes on in my house.
Fuck off then.
Oh, fine. I've spent too long getting your back up anyhow.
Yes.
It's
Mavis.
Audrey.
There's a drink there.
I best get back to Alfie. From what I've heard, he wants absolutely none of what you're offering. Oh, give it up, you're as bad as this twat here.
Go fuck yourself.
I probably will, bye.
What?
I'm very miserable actually, Rita, and I've just about had my fill of this little journey now, and I wish everyone would vanish into thin air.
Am I in for another hour of simpering?
Yes, you probably are, Rita.
Get your drink down, you. Be grateful for it, and shut the fucking hell up.
Just because you float about in a happy bubble, don't expect the same from me.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Just you wait.
Why's that?
Alan, you know there's every chance he'll show up.
He won't.
We'll see.
Busy boy. What's all these drawings? Schoolwork for back then?
I'm devising a plan. I've no choice.
So what are we gonna do? Hillman. My fault, yeah. But I can cut a deal with you. You help me dispose of Richard from the timeline, and I won't dump you under the viaduct again.
What?
Under the tram rubble.
I survived that.
You did. First time around, anyway. I like a rerun. Cooperate, or I'll erase you forever.
Ashley!
What you doing? Butcher's is shut, you know.
I know it is. Come in back room for a minute.
You landlord again.
Apparently, but not entirely. And that's not the problem.
Ooh, off to Cheetah Mill, are we? Yeah, actually. Well, I may as well, considering I've just shot forward 12 years.
You might want to take Ken with you. He's maudlin like a good 'un now.
Doesn't he always?
He does, I'll grant you, but more so now. He had a bad do. At Christmas Ghost had his pants down.
Like Scrooge Ghost. What are you on about?
They saw fit to give him truth. It's all his fault, is this? And what that means now is as bad as he was, he's about to get a lot fucking worse.
You're not running it with me, Dad.
That's not why he's asked you here, love. I'm just standing here for the sake of it.
I'm off out to rent a dirty film for me now, Maxine.
Listen, your dad's asked you here because he's a little bit worried, cock. Stop talking to me when I'm not asked. I'm a prop, essentially.
All right then, Father, what's the matter then?
It seems Richard Hillman is somewhere in the multiverse. Bet knows now she's here by chance.
Richard?
Aye, the man that knocked shit out of your Maxine with a crowbar. I warned you this might happen, I say I warned you.
So what do I do now then, eh? I'm just getting used to the taste of a chuff again, aren't I?
Less of that.
Do you think you could fuck off, you interfering out shithouse?
You bothered about me manners, are you?
I expect decorum, yes.
Expect all you like.
Listen, Ashley. This is serious, is this? If he comes back and bludgeons her again, your anger'll surface and we'll all suffer for it. You were kicked off Lorraine for being a naughty fuck. I've enough of my own issues without consoling you every bastard night.
So it's more about you then, isn't it?
Might be.
Course it is. You're enjoying being a free man again.
I am.
Yes.
I weren't suited about losing our Bev as soon as married.
You got wed to tick the box. Now you're getting back to being a big fat bachelor. And you don't want my drama.
You understand then?
Well, I'm not going there. You're like a blown-up Alec. I'm not having that.
Cross her off.
He used to wank over you all the time, you know.
I know, he gave me a dildo last time we saw each other and drew his face on it, the dirty fucker. Hello, Gail. Yes, ma'am? Alf's kicked you out, hasn't he? He'd rather lob spuds than give me one, it's a joke. I found out Rita hates me, so I have to deal with that too. I'm here to find out how you are, actually. I trust you back here in case of Richard. I found a portal to tell David, yes. In the future? Future, yes. Can't he do something? Apparently not. Well, Norris has been in hiding because, well, is it true that Richard's more powerful than David? If that's the case, I can't go home because he'll try and burn me alive again. He has to be stopped, my darling. Yes, well, if he does, there's nothing we can do. Yes, of course. You're bending over for him like you did in your marriage. Why don't you go back and let Alf bend you over? Sorry, you're going to do nothing? You wanted rid of David, didn't you? Are you saying you'll welcome Richard back? He loved me. At least I'll be safe. He drove you into the fucking canal. You forgotten? Have you lost it? Finally cracked, have you? Oh, I always thought I'd be the gibbering wreck in need of care. No, it's me piss-weak daughter bedding into the British "it's what it is." This is a new level of couldn't care less, you know that. Listen, I need to put the tea on. Bollocks to it. Oh, Gail! Think! Be completely different. You've a psychopath coming back and you're warm in your bed. David's just rebelling. Richard'll do it and tug off over it for enjoyment. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm brittle, you know that. Gail! Gail, you silly bitch!
Audrey?
Oh! You be trying to make contact next, I shouldn't imagine.
And why not? What's wrong with discovering other worlds and life?
Because it's fucking sad.
It's not.
And if you think of unleashing on me tonight, I'll get the mace out. I'm telling you.
I'll be honest, Mavis. Having heard about alien practices, I'm rather jealous to say the least. All that probing, it wouldn't hurt to give that a go.
No!
We can learn from them.
How, when even after a heart attack, your ass is going like a woodpecker's beak nightly?
Go and bother Percy or something, will you?
No, because he's with Jim MacDonald, and he's another uncouth lout. I don't know how Liz puts up with it. Oh, hello, Liz.
You're starting something. I wouldn't advise it.
Well, Mavis just has her head in her anus at the moment.
I do not, Derek.
Oh.
She often gets like this after 6 gins.
Well, really?
I wouldn't worry about it, though. She's seeing her ass because I've got myself a hobby, you see. Rather childish.
We all need something to distract us from the world, don't we?
And we all know her hobby, don't we?
Mine asked for a bit myself. Cheers.
He's a lost cause, is that Barlow. I've no idea why he sticks around. Well, because we are used to it. And I'll tell you something else and all. Mrs. Bishop fucking disappeared.
Bit of peace and quiet then, eh?
It's just that I like to have a place to lay me head.
Well, you speak to Elizabeth, so you should.
I don't mean that, and you know it. I'm back and forth.
You could do worse than living at the community centre for fuck all.
If only. I'm not at the bloody centre. I'm stuck with the old twats at Mayfield Court.
They wish you were now.
Oh, go and be Irish somewhere else, will you? That Norris, he's probably slinging one up Mrs. Bishop as we speak.
Well, he's getting more than I am, so he is.
There. That's the problem. You all don't care. I'm not content with a young tow rag meddling with my life.
Well, you're here, aren't you? Drinking and throwing your opinion around? Sort this one out, will you?
Do you want to go in over, Percy?
No, I do not, thank you.
See, you've still got your standards, haven't you? Get Percy half a better, will you?
Certainly. He means every word he said, Emily. Rotten bloody ogre of a man, and always was. If he's a bigger terror than Platt, there's worse to come for all of us.
I'm just pissed off he sent you back here, Norris.
Oh, fuck off, you wrinkled old witch.
It's either you or Mr. Sugden, though, isn't it?
Look, you've always wanted a fella about the place ever since Ernest got popped, and you pretend you don't like it.
How are we?
Oh, fucking hell.
Nice to see you too, Norris. You pecking this poor woman's head?
What's it to do with you?
Nothing, but this might be of interest.
What is it?
This is your classic between the realms customer manipulation.
Exactly.
Oh, Dev, is it a discount? How very kind.
80% off toilet paper.
Yeah, only in my shop is that valid.
It'll help Ken.
Basically, it only applies if we walk in and it's Dev there, not Alf. It works out about 12p a roll, not even Alf can top that.
Toilet roll here is paramount.
Precisely. I'm working the market, day to day.
Glad somebody's making the best of this mess. You've done well, Dev.
It's nice to be back, even though no cunt knows who I am. Nobody cared either, and I don't think this is nice, actually. Oh, we're happier frying eggs at Roy's gaff. At least you're nice and middle-aged again, eh? Here, carry on. Here, you're still being paid, you, Vera. Oh, how sad is this, eh? Fish finger shopping.
Fuck off, if you will.
I bet you wish Mrs. Gilroy had taken you on, eh?
Mrs. Duckworth, had you not been at the quiz, she may very well have.
Oh, you can blame me. But I know you need a companion. It's obvious. You've been dropped wrong side of Maureen. I was just saying to shop girl, we've not had much choice with where we've landed.
Is there a point to all this wittering, Mrs. Duckworth?
We're having beef tonight, me and our Jack. We all trimmings and serviettes like.
Do go on.
Well, we wondered if you and Curly fancied your tea with us. I mean, that poor-faced Apeth needs a rod up his arse at the moment.
Yes, well, there's no hope for that twat.
It might do you and him good to have an home-cooked meal and some conversation.
The meal is enough. Thank you.
Absinthe, Bettina. And yourself, Steve.
Make it 2 and spit in it.
Speaking of booze, okay, hear this. Free peanuts with every bottle of scotch this week. 200 gram pack.
Dev, you're fighting a phantom.
Yes, absolutely I am.
Good luck to you. I've aged 13 years since breakfast, but you crack on with your grocery wars. Mum and Dad pop in and out, along with Andy. I've not got a proper job, and I've somehow not seen Vicky, Fiona or Karen for a fuck. I couldn't care less where I get me whiskey.
Listen to me, Stevie boy. I've heard about this Alf Roberts character, okay? I'll be damned if this overblown oaf is going to be looked upon as a legend in my field. So bring him on, yeah?
Michael!
Fucking hell, Fred me eardrums.
Scotch and threat, bet, and drop your tit in it.
I might be younger now, but I'm not stinging me nipple for any fat fuck. How's your Ashley doing?
Ashley? Oh, he's buggering Maxine to high heaven. What wi Hillman knocking about?
Smart move, I'd say.
Working hard.
Not so you'd notice, Mrs. Walker.
Has she?
Oh, she's good for nothing but being ogled at.
Ogled at?
Oh, don't pretend you don't have hard-ons now.
I think they're overrated, personally. I'd rather have a bulging bank balance.
Deirdre been speaking to you, then?
Well, she does appear to be a bit worried about what you're becoming.
Becoming? I've never changed, Liz.
Well, you're more aggressive, I know that.
I've every right to be aggressive. Just like your husband, actually.
What's my Jim got to do with you?
Well, why not? Everyone passes judgment on my goings-on. I'm to blame for everyone being natural wankers, it seems.
Well, it seems you've had a bad week, and I'm sorry, okay?
So you should be. I'll leave you with that one, then.
Oh, you nasty, nasty, horrible man. Hello? Anyone home? Martin? Brian? Les Dennis?
Hello, Gail. How about a quickie?
I knew it were you. What do you want?
Well, didn't you hear? I'm home.
You're not. Don't touch me.
You're hardly sacred goods. I hope you don't mind, but I peed in the sink.
Why would you?
Never mind that. You're my wife.
You could disappear. Like all the other ghosts.
Oh, yes. Except I'm not like them. I'm special.
Richard, this achieves nothing. Just go. Now. David's done enough damage here on his own.
Well, yes, I know. And that damage has brought me back. It's his own fault. Or your fault, as you must have really pissed him off something awful.
That doesn't matter. He never grew up after you. He became juvenile and abused his gifts. That's all. Go and bother somebody else. Somewhere else.
No, you're all right.
I mean it.
I planned my own revenge, and you're all rather fucked as of now.
Well, what are you going to do?
Just in case you thought I'd lost my touch.
Oh, fucking hell.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, I don't. You would never harm me, Richard. I defend you. And you can't do this to me.